Bulbiraka guys, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Reef. First of all, I'd like to thank you all so much for all the love that you showed us on our first episode. Thank you for engaging with us on our Instagram, on our YouTube, on our Facebook. And I just want to let you guys know that we are very grateful to you all. And also here on Beyond the Reef, we just wanted to let you know that every month we'll be sharing and discussing on a different topic or a theme. And today we will still be discussing culture shock within the youth here in America. And so yeah, we have two new guests here with us today, and they'll be sharing their own personal experiences moving from Fiji to the United States. Without further ado, guys, introduce yourself.
Bulavanaka, my name is Navi. I am currently 14. I turned 15 in August. I love playing sports. Grew up playing rugby, and then not really forced to play football, but I love playing football. I love rugby too. Um, yeah, I go to American Canyon High School, and I love sports.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Jaedyn, Navi's cousin. I'm Cheryl's younger sister. I'm turning 17 in August. I'm a senior in high school. I like playing sports too, same as Bob's. I play volleyball as my main sport. I'm glad to be here today.
We're happy to have you guys here on Beyond the Reef. And yeah, just like how we talked about in the previous episode, we want you guys to share with us what was your transition like, moving from PG to the United States, especially as young adults. What was that like for you guys?
Yeah, I was definitely young when I moved here. I was like 8 years old, so definitely leaving my family behind was the hardest thing for me. But I was actually really excited too to come here with the opportunities here. Yeah.
I feel like a whole different environment.
Yeah.
Fiji, the U.S., totally different people, different environment. Gives out different energy.
Yeah.
But the one thing is that family. Like the family that you're moving with. See, I was thankful that my family, like we stayed together. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked to each other, and then we came to the States, and then we just really were open to each other and like helped each other out with
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'd just like to ask what was your first day of school like for you guys? Because Jaden, like you said, you moved here when you were 8 years old, and Navi, you finishing off middle school. So what was that like?
It's terrible.
It was, yeah. My first day of school, I don't remember much, but I do remember like throwing a tantrum and being like really late because I wouldn't leave my mom's car. Because I don't know what I was so upset about, but I was definitely really nervous getting to know new people and not wearing uniform. I don't know why that stuck with me for so long because I like grew up with uniform ever since kindergarten. And when I came here in like the fourth grade or third, I was definitely like really nervous to get to know new people. Everything was just so new to me. I think that's the main reason why I just couldn't leave my mom's car for like a whole 3 hours throwing a tantrum. Yeah.
What about you, Navi?
First day of school. One thing I was stressing about, like even days before school, was what was my fit
Yeah.
gonna be. I stressed out for like 5 days straight. I just didn't know what to pick. But first day of school was bad, really bad. That was my first time ever getting fanned by a seventh grader.
Oh.
Didn't feel good. Didn't feel good at all. But the good thing is that on that first day, one of my friends right now that I still have right now, he walked up to me. He introduced himself to me, like he said, "Hi, my name's." He said his name and stuff, and he introduced himself. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah.
So guys, as you can tell, being young, you're very nervous on the first day of school, and I'm glad that you guys, have progress, and I'm happy for you both. So I just have to ask, when your parents first told you guys that you were moving to America, what was your reaction, or what was that like for you guys?
I was excited. I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, I just couldn't wait. The same day they told me I just wanted to go, the exact same day. Because one thing in Fiji is that I still remember this. Like I've been wanting to go to America like the whole ever since like class 5, class 4, when I because you see online, you see how great of a place America is,
Yeah.
all the opportunities that like are provided here. I just wanted to come back immediately. Thought it was a great place.
Let's say like my mom used to tell me, "Oh, you're gonna get your own room when you get there," and tell me all this to get me gassed up. And I actually was so gassed up to come here. I think that made me forget like all the things that I would be leaving behind. So when I did get here, it like hit me like a brick wall. So, but yeah, I was definitely like so gassed to be here in the big American dream.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so happy for you guys. And then they also mentioned that they do play sports. JJ plays volleyball and Navi plays football. I have a question for you, Navi, because you played rugby back in Fiji. What was it like trying to understand, like, the different plays here for football?
Football. I'll be honest. I learned football from Roblox.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up Roblox. I just saw this one game called Football Fusion 2, started playing it, and surprisingly, actually helped a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I learned like a lot of rules from there, and then starting from that, I found it pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then I started to like search up football, and then like I got to know more of what the sport is, and then I found out it was like really similar to rugby through contact wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but like the one thing is that like the ball didn't like go around as much as it did in rugby.
Yeah.
But I still found it very, very like amusing and like something that I would enjoy and like I do enjoy right now.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would say it was pretty good. Yeah.
I'd like to back up the whole Roblox thing because shout out Volleyball Legends on Roblox. Even though it's not what got me into volleyball, I still like play Volleyball
Goated.
Legends on
Love that
Roblox,
game.
and it makes me like the sport even more.
Yeah. Okay, so JJ, you're pretty introverted when you were younger. Being our older sister, you get to see her, every day in and out. So JJ playing volleyball, it's been amazing to see her journey. So did you always want to play the sports, or like how's it going for you?
I definitely wanted to be more involved in sports, especially growing up with like such a active family. All my huge fit like as like a big family, we're all active, but my immediate family, we're all still active. But I think what kept me in my shell a lot was just getting to know people, talking to people, and like the judgment from people was definitely what kept me from getting more involved in sports. But it's something I did learn over time after like pushing myself to go try volleyball and actually liking it and thinking like maybe it's not that bad and it really wasn't that bad.
Okay, guys. So I have a question for Bubs. We have different sports back home, and we have Malokachi games, we have the Cokes, we have zones. So do you have anything that's similar over here? Because you played rugby, so obviously, like you would know.
Yeah, I feel like over here it's more maybe like it's like a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Because over here like when you get into high school sports,
Yeah.
it starts from high school when they try to like if you want to go pro,
Yeah.
that's where they start recruiting you and stuff.
Yeah.
So like me personally, right now I'm in like this I think it's D2. I'm in a Division 2 school right now.
Yeah.
So like we're going against other schools too, and like it's more of like a Division 2 sector that we're going against right now.
Okay. Yeah. So just like at home, we have other people that like to pursue sports and then get into that field, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. So with your everyday like day-to-day school, is there anything that you guys have to help cope with the stress from sports and school?
I'd say family. Family is a big way to
family,
cope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Family, friends,
Family, yeah.
just being yourself. Like for me personally, being myself in front of other people, it just makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I would say, if you meet me at first, I would say I'm more like introverted.
Yeah.
But as you get to like know me more, I become a little bit too much extroverted.
Yeah.
But the like that it like helps me out. Like me expressing myself makes me feel more comfortable, and like yeah. So that's all I say. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I'd say like teammates is a big thing and helping us cope because we're going through the same thing, which is like the academics and playing the same sport, having the same struggles for the most part is one big thing that helps I think us cope. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So like in school, obviously because you're from a whole different other country, like in a whole other country. So did you guys at a certain point feel different from your friends?
I mean, yeah, I would say I did.
Yeah.
Because one thing is that when they asked me where I was from, because like I'm obviously not from America, they're like, where are you from? And then I said Fiji, and like, what?
Yeah.
So I said Fiji, like no one knew what Fiji was.
Yeah.
So like, and if I were to say something that they knew, I would have to say Tonga or Samoa because I'd say that's more known than Fiji. But like, it was crazy because I said Fiji, and they said Fuji, like they said Mount Fuji. I'm like, what?
It's always like the Fuji or like
Yeah.
you mean or like Fiji water. You're from like Fiji water
Exactly.
or like
Exactly.
Fuji. But yeah.
And one thing, I was pretty tall, so whenever someone comes in, they just call me tall boy
Yeah.
or like Fiji boy, because that's the only thing they know me by.
And what about you, Jaedyn?
For me, it was like we try to fit in here. So I'm pretty proud from being in Fiji, like from being from Fiji and stuff. But you definitely doesn't save you from like being different from the others, because you are different from the others, but always in a good way.
Yeah.
Because Fiji is such a beautiful place and a beautiful community that I'm just so proud to be there. But it doesn't keep me from not feeling.
Feeling different. So you would
Yeah.
say that at a certain time, you guys, you definitely felt different.
Yeah.
You do definitely feel different, but I would say it's a good kind of
Yeah,
different.
it's a
you
good-
know.
You feel unique. You feel
Yeah. So
It's kind of
definitely
embarrassing.
proud
Yeah,
to be
gotta
there.
be proud.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with with being in school, what's one thing that surprised you about the American schools?
American schools.
Thing.
Oh
it's-
yeah, it was like way more different than Fijian schools.
Yeah.
I would say over there, the teachers are way more strict. And be
Yeah.
honest, yeah.
Mhm.
And the school schedules being different.
Yeah.
How over here is separated into periods, and over there it's all teaching into one classroom.
Yeah.
And then how there's like different subjects, and different subjects taught at different grades.
Yeah.
So like in 7th grade they'll teach social studies over here, but like over there they'll teach you in 9th grade, because they think it's more appropriate. So I'd say like the education system is very different, and like pretty much.
I agree. Like the education system. Sorry, what was your question again?
Sorry, no, it's fine. Would you what surprised you most, about the American school?
I'd say like besides like the education system is definitely coming out of your shell.
Yeah.
Especially like how I was so introverted and stuff. Definitely coming to America forces you out of your shell, because in Fiji I can remember like everyone wants to get to know everyone. Everyone is just
That's
so
right.
like such a community. When you get here, everyone already has their little groups, and it's just your place to come out of your shell and get to know other people and stuff. Yeah.
And one thing too is that I would say when we both came, we joined like when we were like a little bit more older.
Yeah.
That's like when everyone was in their own friend groups and stuff. So we have to like try and fit in with those friend groups. Try and like get to know each other. I'll say one of the benefits of coming here young is that you can start making friends young.
Yeah,
Some
which
people-
is
yeah.
what I was saying. I definitely had the easier part from us too. But it's still like I still see him and how he makes friends and stuff, which you struggled with when you were like first coming here. But seeing that you did come out of your shell, I feel like it was easy for you to come out of your shell sometimes.
Because I get like extroverted really fast.
Yeah.
I just get really comfortable sometimes.
Yeah, so as you can tell, guys, there's like major differences with like school back home and over here. With being the new student, obviously back home in Fiji or within the Pacific, we have such friendly people. Our classmates are always open to welcoming, the new student, and it's nice, it's great, But over here, we learned that personal space is like a very big thing, You can't just expect people to, come up to you and all that kind of stuff. So I would say that it's very well respected, but you have to try. You have to try to get to know people. If not, it's gonna be hard for you. You're gonna feel out of place. Okay, so also here on Beyond the Reef, we have added in a very special segment with rapid fire questions. And are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so first question: love of food or pizza?
Love
Love
food.
food.
Okay, so beach day or hiking?
Beach day.
Hiking.
Oh, okay, so early bird or night owl?
Both.
Yeah, I think being a student athlete forces you to be both.
Yeah.
Could you guys get into that? Sorry, rapid fire. Yeah, could you guys get into that?
Like one of the reasons you've got practice.
Yeah.
Practice gets you pretty tired.
Yeah.
And like as soon as you come home, you sleep, and then you wake up in the middle of the night, and then all of a sudden you just can't sleep anymore. Like ruins your whole sleeping schedule.
Yeah, or like being like a student athlete, you were like staying up late studying, but having to wake up early for that morning practice definitely like hits you.
For
But I would
games too.
say, yeah, for games too, that's a big part. But I think it hits you, but it's always like something you have to get used to.
Yeah. So you guys would say that definitely that sports plays, a major role with being a night owl or like, early bird.
You have to get used to being both.
Okay.
There's definitely gonna be.
Okay. All right. So would you guys say what's your favorite Fijian snack?
Fijian snack
Bongo.
bongo.
Yeah,
Really?
that's a good
Sad.
call.
Or
Twisties.
or kopiko.
Kopiko. Oh yeah.
The Chinese mollies, that's
So we could say that we definitely love our snacks back home, right, guys?
And
I think that they have
mango
good
skin.
snacks.
Mango
Oh,
skin. Mango skin.
actually, yeah, everything else.
I'm more of like like the black Chinese solid. I love those.
Yeah,
Okay, so what's your favorite American snack?
American snack.
the Funyun only spicy though. I can't do the regular.
I would say those nerds string thingies.
Nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah, gummy clusters.
Oh, the string ones.
Yeah, those
the
string ones. Those ones are bomb.
I think they kind of taste the
Love them.
same, but I guess
Okay, one word to describe Fiji.
home. I think home.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Vibrant. No, lovely.
All right. So one word to describe America.
Big.
mm,
It's definitely big.
different.
Different it is, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. All right, guys. That's all the questions that we have here on our rapid fire. So if you guys have any other questions for us on for this segment, please make sure to inbox us on our Instagram, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and yeah, add in those questions because we'd love to ask our guests and our hosts as well. So moving on, guys. Um, do you think that moving here to America gave you more opportunities?
It
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You
It
know,
definitely
it
did.
did. Because over here we're more exposed to more sports
Mhm.
and more like even if like sports and those don't go good, you got other opportunities
Yeah.
of like building,
Mhm.
and then you got financial stuff. And the one thing is that over here they got classes for like everything, they got classes for like any kind of career you want to pursue.
Yeah. They definitely like open up their like school is definitely a big thing in like having opportunities because it's always the talk after school, especially being a senior. There's always I have the choice to go to uni, go to trade school, go to the army or like the air force or anything. So I think that's like just depending on the type of person I am. I have so many opportunities on which pathway to go, but being in school with the sports, not even with sports, like in academics, what type of person I am, if I
Mm.
like the environment, I definitely can switch my whole schedule to being like well suited for a student of what sort.
And one thing I would say too is that like you're never too young to get like exposed to these opportunities.
Yeah.
Like me personally as a freshman, wait, firstly, freshman there we have like different sectors. There's freshman,
Yeah.
sophomore, junior, and then there's varsity. Oh, not varsity. Freshman,
Senior,
sophomore, junior, and senior.
It goes in that order.
Yeah.
That's like from grade
Mhm.
9 to 10. Wait, can you like explain like in Fiji school terms on how they
So like I would say like the ninth grade would be like form three, and then as you go like form four is would be the 10th grade. You know, yeah. So just like I think also in the schools in Fiji they have changed those as well. Like you hear them say like, oh, you're in year nine, year nine, year 10, or like yeah. But that's we have that's pretty new. So guys, if you're listening back home, we have one upcoming senior, and we have a upcoming sophomore.
Form 4.
Yeah, form 4. What am I? Form 12?
That would be like what form no form 6 form 7 no sorry form 6 form 7 right yeah from 6 okay okay guys so given with the different you're open to a lot of opportunities, right? So I would say the same thing for me as well. Like, because you're a freshman, you're going to sophomore year, you constantly change your mind. You don't know what you want to do. And then by the time that you reach senior year, you could probably like change your whole career. You don't even want to do science anymore. You want to go straight into the army. And that's one thing that, we're very grateful for over here. We're so open to so many opportunities. And I'm glad that you guys, are experiencing that. You guys are doing great. Yeah. So for anyone at home that's in the Pacific, what's one piece of advice that you would give someone that's moving over from the Pacific over to the United States?
One piece of advice is definitely don't be afraid
Mm.
to show who you are, where you're
Embrace your
from.
culture. Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace
Gotta
it
embrace it.
like big time because that's how people like you even more. It's not something you should be you should hide or be ashamed of because if anything it's so beautiful. So yeah.
No. Yeah, same thing as what she said. Like when you come here, don't just stay in your shell. You gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
Get like get yourself. To like So what's the word? What's the word? Yeah, explore.
Yeah. And I
Mm.
also think like if you have certain interests, America is well suited for you to pursue a path in that.
Yeah. So if you don't want to do sports, you can always do something else because we have a cousin that's also pursuing in the arts. And there's someone else that wants to do, medical. So there's always a chance that's given to you. You just have to try, you know. So guys, what would you say um your school schedule's looking like over here? How's your summer like so far?
My
Summer?
summer, I just came back home from nationals, which was most of my summer, but I'm finally free now, but I'm back to studying. It's like start of my summer was all nationals, volleyball, and now I'm still going to training and stuff, but it's definitely more school now. But
Summer's pretty good, pretty good. You got football. I got football practice on
yeah.
weekdays. Only off days Sunday. Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Sports keeps us pretty like occupied.
Yeah. But in the morning, like when there's nothing, like literally have nothing to do, I'll just be laying in my bed the whole day. Which you shouldn't do that at all. It's
You
terrible.
shouldn't. You should be going out for a run.
Exactly.
Because we definitely do that.
We do. We just do it in a different way that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Sorry. Also, for those that are listening back home, the summer break is like your 8-week school holiday. You know, so it's like the long break. So over here we call it, the summer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
you know,
I think
like yeah,
it's like it's June to August.
yeah. Over here it's different from in Fiji, because Fiji goes from like February to around like November,
Mhm.
October, and then over here I think it's from August to
No, June to August.
June to August, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we have our winter breaks, which
Winter
is
breaks,
just
yeah.
like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we have our spring break, which is 1 week, and
I
then
feel
we have
like-
our big break.
Yeah, over here there's like more holidays than there's in Fiji, because it's a big nation.
Yeah.
So like that's one benefits here too.
Thank you.
Do you guys think that you would ever go back home to like Fiji and then show them like what like football is like? Would you teach your cousins that?
Yeah, I would definitely
Definitely,
I would
yeah.
like wanna like expose them to new stuff, stuff that they probably might have not seen before.
If anything, when I go back to Fiji, I learn more. I'd say the volleyball is pretty more like better and competitive in
It
Fiji. So definitely
It
when I'm
is.
going there, I'm not gonna be showing them anything. If anything, they're gonna be showing me everything.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could remember anything from back home, what would you say your favorite game was? Like, did you guys as kids have like certain games that you would play? Like
Video games?
Yeah, no, like any
Like
Always use cards a lot. Yeah,
Cards,
you used to
yeah.
play.
cards, yeah.
Your cards, yeah. I think cards are pretty
Cards,
common,
yeah.
yeah. Also because we're also part Tumen, so we're exposed to a lot of card games as well. So yeah, cards is one thing, like and there's different seasons as well when we have like marble season. You guys ever play marble when you were
I
in
played
school?
marble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But,
forced me to play marble.
One thing
so-
is that teachers in school they don't like it at all.
Yeah.
say like the good thing about having like older siblings, because we're both like
Mhm.
the young ones in our families,
Yeah.
so them showing us different card games, different games that they've
yeah,
learned,
that's
especially Cheryl. She's taught me so much that I've known, especially about the Fijian culture, which I'm super grateful for. Don't feel your ego.
Yeah.
Just a compliment. But yeah, I'm definitely grateful for having. That's the good thing about community and family
It is.
about Fiji. We're definitely
Mhm.
open to learning more, and they're definitely open to teaching us.
And one thing in Fiji is like it's a multicultural country.
Yeah.
There's there's Indians, there's a lot of different races there, and so
Yeah.
like different kinds of games are then brought in.
Yeah, there's so many games.
Mm, like-
guys. So many games, guys. So we grew up playing so many things, and that's one thing I'm grateful for because I'm able to share that with like my friends over here. We could talk about it, and they're like, "What? I didn't know that." Like, oh, we have something similar to that too over here.
And don't get me started on the food when I go back home.
Yeah.
I'm so gassed because it's like a different variety of like I get curry, chop suey,
Yeah.
Mhm.
lovo, and all that. So the food here is great, but I'm definitely choosing Fiji's
One
food.
food that I need to try back at home is chochis. Okay.
Chochis, yeah.
Chochis. If there's like, you got to do something, bro. I need it, bro.
About it now, like they've opened up in different locations, so like
Yeah.
Like bring it to America, bro.
guys.
Bring
Yeah.
it to America.
Yeah.
I need me some chochis.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
accessibility
bring
to
it to America,
churches, guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you can see here on our podcast, there's so much different experiences for like with our guests, right? Like with me and Gloria, as we spoke about in our first episode, we have our own different challenges and our own experiences, and same thing here with the Navi and Jaedyn. They are still in high school, so they're experiencing so many things. And if you're watching the show, if you're experiencing the same thing, we'd be happy to have you on here to share your own experiences, or you could message us. And again, I'd like to thank you guys so much for joining us today. And like I said, we really appreciate you guys. If you could give one piece of advice to our listeners here in America that are Fijian, what would you tell them?
Reach out.
Yeah.
Like I know too many like Americans, like a lot of different races, but I feel like I want to get to know more Fijian people here. So
Yeah.
definitely like reach out.
Yeah.
I don't see enough Fijians, so please reach out so I can see you guys.
Yeah.
So me personally, not the best person to get advice from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
Advice is advice. My advice: be open.
Be
You
open.
explore
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm. Do it.
Explore all flip.
Yeah.
Explore all your connections.
I definitely should have
Love Island
started.
reference. Love Island reference.
Love Island.
Love Island
And that's the best thing about Fiji too. Love Island. Come on.
Come on now.
But definitely I should have started with being open to getting new things
Should've.
before reaching out. So definitely reach out to us and be open. Yeah.
Bay Area. There, reach out to us.
Come to us.
Also, if you're in a rugby club and you want Navi to, if you're close by, Navi doesn't know that, please be sure to hit up, Beyond the Reef so you can have him on,
I'll be a blessing. I'll be a blessing.
Okay, guys.
I would be a blessing.
I'll be a blessing onto your team. I'll be a blessing. Literally.
I would be a blessing.
Thank you so much for joining us on our second episode of Beyond the Reef. And like we mentioned on our post, we will be dropping new episodes every week. So make sure to please like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram, and Mother. Also, keep going beyond the reef, guys.
Bang.
Keep going beyond the reef.
Bang.
Do a wave.
Wait. Give me.
Do a wave.
You start.
Dirty as my money, Little mama know the cut, You got my back, I got your spine,